give you 2 weeks of sick time with pay. 2 weeks with pay, 10 days. If your employer is giving you a hard time and making you go to work sick, telling you won't get your sick time if you're sick, I want you to call me, because it's not right, it's against the law, and it's not fair, and it's hurting everyone else. If you don't want to call me, report them to the Department of Labor. 866-487-9243.
Will you take me while I go eat my pizza?
You need to stay home if you're sick.
Please.
If you're an employer who's hearing me say this, if you're a manufacturer,
Hey, can you take
we're
it?
seeing things in manufacturing
While I go
operations.
eat my pizza?
If you're a retailer and you're pushing folks to come in even when they're sick, or threatening that you won't pay their sick leave, you're breaking the law, we're gonna find you and you will be punished. It isn't right. And by the way, it's enabling the spread of coronavirus for everyone else. It's not in your best interest. I know there's pressure. To go to work. I typically, pre-corona, I would go to work sick. I would take my 2 Tylenol and head to work. But we can't do that now. It's actually your civic duty to stay home if you're sick. Don't feel bad for staying home if you're sick. You're doing the right thing by staying home if you're feeling sick.
Oh.
Last week, actually, I had a Facebook Live with Dr. Philip Chan of the Health Department, expert in infectious diseases, and he was talking about in school, we have to change the culture in school.
Who cares?
This year, probably schools shouldn't have awards or certificates for perfect attendance. We don't want to put pressure on anyone to go to school when they're sick or to go to work when they're sick. So, anyway, same thing, by the way, we're seeing prevalence of the disease spreading in carpools. It's the same thing. If you feel a little bit sick and you get into a carpool, you're gonna get everyone in the carpool sick. And if you have the virus, then that's an outbreak. If you go to the manufacturing operation, then you have an outbreak there. If you go to work at retail, same thing. So we went through the data, and we're seeing a high percentage of folks who test positive went to work or someplace when they were sick.
Hey.
Don't go to church if you're sick. And really, I can't say it enough. The golden rule is if you feel a little bit under the weather, stay home. And probably a lot of people are hearing me say this and say, yeah, but that doesn't apply to me. I have a really important job. Yeah, but that doesn't apply to me. I don't have the virus. Yeah, that applies to you. Please stay home if you're sick. Finally, before I turn it over to the commissioner, I want to invite you all to join me tomorrow on my Facebook page at 3 o'clock. I'll be joined by Dr. Fauci, Dr. Anthony Fauci, who will be with me having a discussion around schools. Dr. Fauci has been a great resource to us from day one, but also he's really excellent when it comes to advice around how important it is for children to be in school and what we have to do in order for it to be done safely. So tomorrow, 3 o'clock, my Facebook page, join Dr. Fauci and I as we talk about what it means to be safe when the kids come back to school in the fall. So with that, I'll turn it over to the commissioner and then come back for questions.
What about Dr. Ellis and this?